Hi, it's Chef and Builder Janie Pendleton. We're back inside my kitchen where we're doing kitchen organization all week. And I hope some of my kitchen organization tips help you. If you have some for me, please leave a comment below because I'd love to hear the ideas on organization. I love to organize and my kitchen has needed it forever. You can see here that I've got my herbs dried and hung up from the garden for the winter on a curtain rod under my cabinets there. And my cabinets go all the way up. My ceilings are 14 feet high and you can see my cabinets go all the way up. Most people, when I'm filming, they don't see the whole kitchen, so I'm giving you a quick view here. I got all my appliances polished. You can see here I've got a couple of the cabinets, cleaning them out as well. We cleaned out the cabinet here under the sink, and you can go right here and see that link. So I decided to jump from the island. Some things came in the mail today that I'd ordered, and one of those was a door holder for my pots and pans lid. I'm just saying I can't get all my big pots. See all my big pots? They're just sitting on the cabinet because I can't get them any place. So you'd think with all this cabinet space, I would have room. So this is the cabinet that I'm going to tackle next. I've already tackled the drawer above it. Let's show you some of the things I have gotten done first here. See, I got all my canned goods put here. This is the last of my storage canned goods because I've canned things that I can't can or grow, like olives or chickpeas, or I can make my own meal, not now, like cranberry sauce, coconut water, chicken soups and things like that for like cooking and things like that. But now I'm gonna start making my own. So and I don't can corn, by the way. I don't grow or can corn. So I only buy a few cans of that a year. I'm not a corn eater. So things that like water chestnuts and stuff like that. Things that I cannot grow or did not grow and cannot can. That's what goes in that drawer right there. I'm gonna try to get rid of as many canned goods in my life as possible. Okay, so here we have it. We've got the lid rack on the doors, and it held all of my small lids. So it held 6 of the small lids for, all of my regular pots. Like things like my butter, my ironclad butter pan, of course, that didn't have a pot lid, but some of my other smaller stocks did. And then my larger stock pots, I just turned the lids upside down or up right there, they fit. All I did was raise the shelf here and I got the stock pots on the bottom. My most used pots dead center here. I use these the most. And then my frying pans, and I put those on top of my strainer and that pot there. And like I said, I'm going to have some some glide outs here that are supposed to come in sometime next week. And I'll be able to just pull those out and hopefully that will work. And then up here I put my ironclads and my different pots that I don't use quite as often. And then one of my favorite stock pots I put up here, easier access. Since it's just John and I, we usually use the smaller pots for cooking throughout the week unless I'm going to have company. So this worked for me. So here we are, we're organized, I'm happy, and there was room on this door as well for another lid rack had I needed it, but I didn't need it. So for now I didn't need it. What did I get rid of? Actually, believe it or not, I didn't really get rid of anything. Not really anything at all. I just took things out of there that didn't belong in there, like all my KitchenAid stuff. What I'll do is I'll probably make room for my KitchenAid stuff here, and then I'm going to put my KitchenAid in one of those pull-out things where it pops up and goes inside. And then I removed this as well. So we don't use it very often. I want to keep it, but I'm going to move this over here into the Tupperware cabinet. I also removed this, and this is the piece that I talked about earlier that I had broke, was my bread cutter. And this is really nice since I'm gluten-free and I make my own gluten-free breads. But I had broke it by just, pans dropping on it. So I'm going to find a place for that as well. The biggest surprise of all is, look at my stove. I have not, it's been forever since I've had nothing, no pot, anything on top of my stove. It has been forever. And I want to show this to you. Even the inside of my stove is clean. Look at that. Clean. clean. So I've been very, very busy. And I got the stove looking like new again. Very happy with that. The pot filler faucet will come in here. I'll probably put it over here off to the left just a little bit because it'll stretch all the way out across my burner stove. It'll stretch out. And then I'm going to tile the back of my backsplash or figure out some sort of a backsplash. So I have the tile, but I've seen other things that I like. So it's between that or maybe even a tin, like a copper tin backsplash. So write me and let me know what you think I should use for a backsplash. Now over here, this is old that I got rid of. My husband had this and I never used it. So I have this and I have a couple of salt and pepper, those really long salt and pepper shakers. Yeah, I didn't need those. I bought them with stuff in them from Big Lots and I never used them. So if my family members don't want them or friends don't want them, then they're going to the Goodwill. I'm donating them. So here is my other issue in the kitchen. All my dried goods, rices, I put everything in canning jars and I vacuum seal everything that I can. Plus this is where I have the old, I have cookies, yes, cookies. I have my plates in here, my Christmas plates, you know, service things, you know, all the odds and ends, platters and stuff. And it's just piling up in there. And all my cookbooks are piled up down here where I can't get to them. And I like reading my cookbooks. I mean, I've written cookbooks, but they're all just piled up down there. And again, I have the onions and the potatoes down here. So that's an issue. I have all of the linens that I inherited on my mom's side of the family. I mean, look at all these beautiful linens, okay? And they go all the way down. So, and I have somewhere, I have a rolling pin collection. I have no idea what happened to it. It must be in the attic somewhere. Because I had like 30 rolling pins. And I had them in a great big crock sitting on my island at the last house. I just set up right in a crock and I used them. That's where I'm at. I've still got all this area over here to go. I'm putting stuff over here as I go. Thinking about where things will go, what we're using. Like the crock pot and stuff didn't fit down in the cabinet like I would have liked, but we do use it often, so most of the time it's sitting on the stove, you know, running anyway. So the microwave is having some problems, so I think we're going to have to get a new microwave. But anyway, this is Chef and Builder Janie Pendleton, and I hope you've enjoyed coming along for the ride as I'm organizing my kitchen. If you have any helpful hints or tips, I am listening, okay? Because as a chef, I have to be organized. I have to be. When I'm catering or doing anything like that, I've got to be able to open a drawer, get what I need, shut the drawer, and go on. And I'm telling you, you could tell I had handprints all over my cabinets, and that's why I got a more expensive washable finish on the cabinets, because as you can see here, all my handprints washed with the right stuff. I just got it to wash right off. This is a shadow, by the way. It looks dirty, but it's a shadow. And this is my next drawer, okay? I am tired. I'm tired of living like this, okay? I'm a commercial for being a wreck in the kitchen, okay? I'm the person that makes that commercial, okay? I got chip bag clippies in here, toothpicks that dumped out of the container, a candy thermometer. I'm surprised it hasn't broken the way it's just laying there. Get out of mine. But you just seen my dirtiest drawer in the kitchen. I'm embarrassed by it. When people come over, I'm like, don't open that drawer. Don't let it jump out at you. So there's my kitchen from a distance. And see what I mean by that pot rack would have, I guess you can't see right, that pot rack would have been able to raise up and down here, but I just thought it was too much competition here for the light. And I decided just to go with some brackets here and some stonework here instead. Anyway, this is Chef and Builder Janie Pendleton. Come along with the ride with me because we still have a lot to do, and I'm totally going to transform my kitchen and nook area. I want that Tuscan look, and I'm going to have it. And remember, see this now, because I'm stoning underneath here. I'm putting stone there. And over here, I'm putting stone up all the way around here as well. So we have a lot to work to do, and we're going to do it on the cheap as we can. Blessings.